Good morning. I'm freezing out here, but I'm doing good. I'm about to love on these geese here. I was watching some swans yesterday when I was riding this bicycle as an exercise, and the swans, there's something else. Anyway, I want to read you this. I have 3 minutes. So to follow up with yesterday, we're talking about the snake prophecy. And so what I did is I asked artificial intelligence, and I just read it to these geese. So I'm gonna read it to you, my family, my friends, my acquaintances. Okay, so indigenous prophecy: the red snake and the white snake and the black snake. The indigenous, and this is from AI, Google AI, I think. So it's indigenous prophecy regarding the red, white, and black snakes or serpents are most prominent in traditions of Haudenosaunee or Iroquois and the Lakota. They are often interpreted in modern contexts like environmental activism. The Haudenosaunee prophecy of the three serpents attributed to Deganawida, this prophecy describes the sequence of the serpents that would bring the times of trial for the people. The white serpent represents a force that would come to the land and initially befriend the indigenous people, only to later deceive them and choke the life's blood out of them. The red serpent, described as a force of the north that would engage the white serpent in a violent battle. This conflict would be so intense that it would cause the mountains to crack and the rivers to boil. The black serpent, a force that would eventually come to defeat both the white and red serpents. In some interpretations, this represents the final era or destruction of a definitive turning point. The resolution, the prophecy concludes that the arrival of the choice seer, often described as a young boy, and a blinding light symbolizing the peacemaker's return, that humbles the serpents and restores peace and unity. The Lakota prophecy of the black snake. In Lakota tradition, the black snake prophecy has gained widespread recognition due to its association with the Dakota Access Pipeline, or DAPL, protests at Standing Rock. The prophecy, ancient warnings foretold a great black snake will one day cross the land, desecrating sacred sites and poisoning the water. Modern interpretation, many indigenous leaders and water protectors identify oil pipelines as a material manifestation of this snake, slithering around carrying toxic substances, the threatening of life's blood on earth. The outcome, the prophecy, is often framed as a wake-up call for the seventh generation to rise up and cut the head off of the snake while stopping the destruction of the environment. Summary of the symbolism: the serpent color. Common interpretation: white, often linked to colonial arrival of European influence. Red, associated with conflict, internal or external wars, or the northern force. And black, linked to total destruction, oil pipelines, or extractive industries. And then I asked, how can humans and other beings on Earth turn parking lots into sustainable gardens with minimal net impacts on Earth? And it said deep paving, asphalt, raised bed containers, trench